Hi, this is Psych by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Today we're talking about zodiac signs. I'm going to be doing zodiac readings for today. So let's get it started with Aries. So shuffle up the cards here. If you're just joining us, this is Second Reads by Andre, where I'm going to be doing zodiac readings for today. So just shuffling out those cards. So for all the Aries out there, shuffle out those cards nice and quick. So this is for all the Aries out there. In the health section, it seems that you've been given bad information about your health or somebody around you, okay, which is not going to be useful to resolve the question or the health issues that are a question today. So just making sure that we get a second opinion, okay, on your health issues. And this is for the Aries, for the people that had just came in. And make sure that you get one or two or even three opinions on the health issues that you're going through, okay? With the wealth that for the next week, this is for Aries, that not to stay still with the ideas that we have. Okay, we got a lot of really great ideas on how to build wealth, okay, in the next little while, but we're not implementing them, okay? So we're going to have to put those actions, well, those ideas into action for the next week or two, and we're going to get some pretty good money, especially in those cryptos, okay? And not be tied to things that we believe to be true. Sometimes we have to reanalyze the things that we hold true, okay, to move forward, okay? So for the wealth for Aries, we got a lot of great ideas out there. Really great. Okay, so just move forward with those ideas that we have. For friends and families for Aries in the next week, we're going to be having some arguments with people about money. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Hello. That nothing tears apart friends and family than the issue of money. So we're going to be having to deal with that in a good way, okay, in the next little while, and make sure we're not having them keep us hostage, okay, on
Yeah.
those ideas that they have. Okay, this is for Aries out there. Of course, this is going to be a time of juggling finances and everything else with our family to make ends meet. Okay, so that was Aries. So let's do the next one, which is Taurus. So shuffle up the cards here. Thank you for joining, everybody. We're doing zodiac readings for today, for the next week coming up. So this is for Taurus. So we're shuffling up the cards. Okay. Ooh. It seems that in our health for Taurus, being the strong-willed type of people that Tauruses are, it's going to backfire on us a little bit. So making sure that we're listening to well-educated people in the field of health, and not just doing this. Making sure that we're listening to the right people, okay, for our health situations, and to weigh their thing that they're telling us, okay? So we're not just doing whatever anybody tells us, but some of the information that they're giving us Tauruses, I'm not a Taurus, but for the
Yes,
Tauruses
sorry.
out there, that some of the information that we're given in the next week or so is actually valid, okay? And we're going to be coming into some finances to help us with those health difficulties. It could be a little bit of money coming from maybe
Hi.
government or hello.
Okay, can you buy me keychains on my web, please?
Say again.
Can you buy me keychains, please, on my
Yeah,
account?
sure. Maybe in a little bit after I'm done the show. Okay.
Okay, it's just $8.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank thank you.
Okay. Awesome. So that was the health of Taurus. For the wealth of Taurus in the next week or so, that we're sitting on some really good ideas like the Aries was, but we're not implementing them again. There's a lot of people that we go through the situations, we get great ideas to make extra income, especially in today's world, and we're not sitting on them. So we're going to have a lot of work, okay, associated with those ideas. It's just not going to come out of nowhere, okay? So this is the time to ideas. A lot of the things that were holding us back from those ideas, okay, are going to be disappearing because we're going to overcome those in the next little while. Friends and family, there seems to be a lot of confusion for Tauruses out there within the family group and the friend group. Uh, People not knowing where to go and what to do. Taurus, we're going to have to use our special abilities as Tauruses to hold the line, show a way of going forward for these people, because I think a lot of the people are confused on family matter. I think it's more of a family matter thing that everybody's confused on, and you're going to have to shine light on the right path forward for everybody, okay? And making sure that we're keeping our expenses good for the next little while, especially our own little family units, and not spending uncontrollably for the next little while. I don't think Tauruses have this problem, but I think even more so for the next week that we're going to have to really buckle down on those finances for the next little while. Okay, that was everything for the next week for Taurus. Okay, so the next one up is Gemini. Okay, so we shuffle up the cards. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Great icon though. Fenner 270. I like the icon. So now we're going to get into Gemini. Shuffling up the cards. So Gemini's health. It seems that we're where we thought we had something um, figured out, and we're about to party hardy because we thought we had everything figured out. Unfortunately, that's going to be sidelined for whatever reason in the next week. And it also has to do with hoping for finances to help us with our health issues. That's going to be put to the side for the next little week. So we're going to have to come up with other ideas on how to address those health issues and the finances that are involved with the health issue. Okay, so it's going to be a bit of a journey. It's going to be a little bit of searching, okay, for the right solution for the next week. But I believe you're going to be coming to the solution very well. For the finances, okay, it seems that there's going to be some opportunities coming up for us in the next week or so that may not hold water. Okay, the idea may seem okay. This is coming from other people talking to us, that the ideas don't hold water. Okay, so we're going to have to re-examine the ideas that our friends and family and co-workers are telling us. This is a great deal. Get into it. So we're going to have to really look at closely and examine the things that people are showing us for financial opportunities much closer. Okay, I think not everything is great, even though it looks great. Okay, I always say get some crypto. I'm all about cryptocurrencies, so especially Bitcoin. For the friends and family of Gemini, there seems to be some people that we hold in high regard, okay, that are going to be letting us down in the next week or so. So we're going to have to stand strong and make our own decisions about family matters and our friendships. Co-workers, I believe, that's going to be going through a different cycle for everybody who's Gemini for the next week. You're going to be looking at them a little differently and necessarily changing your relationship with your coworkers. Okay, and they may be the ones trying to lead you astray on the financial areas of your life. Hello,
Hello.
how are you today?
I just speak a little bit in English.
Okay, so you gonna take a front seat while I do the readings?
Uh,
Okay. This is my first time doing a live on TikTok. This is Second Readings. If you've just joined Second Readings by Andre, where I do predictions of the future, we're doing zodiac readings for Saturday and for the next week. Okay. So let's do the next one. So that was Gemini. Now we're going to do Cancer. Okay. So I got to shuffle up those cards. And let's do the Cancer. Interesting. It seems Cancers, being the homebodies that they are going to be put out of their element. Because I find Cancers are they like to stay home, and they're very homebody type of people, which is awesome. For the health area of Cancers, it seems that they're going to be getting over a hurdle that they were going through in the next week or so, and making some good allies to help them health wise. And it could be somebody who wants to go to the gym together, or do running together, or some type of physical activity That's going to be a very close friend to them to help each other with health issues going forward. This is kind of going to be coming out of from out of nowhere, this friendship, a chance meeting in the next week. And they're really gung-ho about whatever physical activity that they're thinking of doing, and they want to do it with you. Okay? So that's going to be popping up in the next week or so. And it's going to be a good friend. And it's going to be one of those people who likes to, who can really motivate cancer. I know cancers are sometimes like to sit at home too much in some ways. So somebody who can get us going every week and making it challenging for the cancer to do physical activities. Okay? So that's going to be coming up in the next week. For the finance part of cancer for the next week, it seems that some of the ideas that we had are going to be paying off, okay, financially. It's not going to be the big thing that they were thinking it was going to be, okay, but it's going to be pretty good regardless, okay? So it's going to be party time with a little bit of extra money in the next week or so. We're going to stop being hung up on being perfect on doing things and just starting to, it could be that person that you met with the physical activities that's going to prompt us into getting out of our comfort zone to go forward with some things that we were putting off, okay? So it's a great relationship that's going to be happening in the next week or so. They're going to be influencing, by the looks of the cards, they're going to be influencing us in all areas of our life, which now we come to the friends and family part of the cancer reading. We're going to be putting out a little extra money for those wonderful things that our friend is suggesting. And it's going to get us a little out of our comfort zone, but it's going to pay off in the long run. Okay? Of course, some of the people in our family units may not necessarily like the things that you're getting into. I don't think it's going to be anything bad or anything. It's just kind of out of character for you, and your friends and family are kind of, what are you doing? Okay? But it's nothing horrible that you're going to be getting into. Okay? So that was Cancer. Hello for joining. This is Second Readings by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. Today we're doing zodiac readings for everybody that's joined up. Now we're going to do Leo. So I'm going to shuffle up the cards. So, for the reading for those Leos out there, which I am a Leo, so I'll see what my next week is going to be holding for me. How many Leos we got out there? Say aye. Anyone yet? Okay. Leo. Okay, Leo. Now, the health area, it seems we're going to be getting some extra income coming in for any health-related issues. Could be medication, could be a procedure that we need to do just to help things out. We're going to be making new friends, okay, that are going to be benefiting our health. That could be somebody who wants to do some type of physical activity. could be my wife who wants to do some dieting or something like that. And some of that finance helping us out is going to be coming from, which seems out of nowhere. Okay. Other things that are in the health area, don't be chintzy. Spend the money for the health related issues. Don't try to look for the bargain basement, as it were, for health advice. So in the finance area, okay, not to be held by old ideas. That's going to be turning on its head our ideas of health or wealth in this case, and not to push back on some of the ideas that are given to us from the universe and friends and family and the spirit realm, as it were, and to look at more closely at these things, okay, and really narrow what it is that they're saying to us for the next step in our financial well-being in the next week or so. Just don't shun things away from you, even if you're either apprehensive of doing something or it doesn't sound that well. Okay, just do that research. Kind of the theme for the next week for everybody so far, and really narrow down on what it is that you want to achieve in the next week or so. For friends and family, we're going to have some celebrations as our Leos for the next week. Some of the people that were trying to do some nefarious things in the background, we're going to be overturning those in the next week. I do have a feeling that it is a work relationship that they're trying to trip you up, and you're going to uncover their plan and you're going to put things on track. Okay? Other things are some of the relationships may go sour in the next week or so for us Leos. So just beware of this. You'll be fine. Okay? And it's not the end of the world for anything that's in the friends and family area of our lives. Okay? So that was Leo. If you've just joined, this is Second Readings by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. Today we're doing Zodiac with the tarot cards for the next week. Okay, let's get into Virgo. Any Virgos? A lot of people joining. Virgo for the next week. Okay, let's get the cards out. Okay, Virgo's week reading. So, in the health, it seems that we're going to be feeling not so great in the next week or so. I think it's more stress related than anything else out there. It's not that other thing going on in the world. It's just stress, and maybe the stress of the thing. Okay, that's getting you down. It's going to be dragging your health down a little bit. So just realize this and overcome that part of our thinking. Okay, we do not want the stresses of the world, which mostly are an illusion, okay, to get us down. Making sure that we're taking care of ourselves and the people that are closest to us, and not just turn off the news. Okay, it doesn't really matter as much as people would like to think. Okay, and this will relieve a lot of that stress. Financially, it seems that we're going to be getting some money from unknown sources for all of us people, and it's going to be pretty good. The work, unfortunately, if we're working on something to show everybody, hey, look what I did, pay me some money, it's going to be kind of put on the deaf ears, but there's something else that they're doing that is going to be bringing in the money. You have to remember, sometimes things don't happen immediately for financial gain. Okay, so I do have a feeling in it for this week coming up. It's something that was something that we were working on previously that's going to be paying off. The things that we're doing presently, no one's going to be caring about it just yet, and that's probably going to be going more into the future. So we're going to have to be very patient on some of the things that we feel that need attention right now. It's usually the things that we've been working on for quite some time that get the money in. Okay? So the things that we're working on presently, we're going to have to be patient and wait for the payout for that later on. Okay? So friends and family. There's going to be some turning around of friends and family where they're going to look at us a little differently in the next week or so. And we're going to get rid of those jokers in our lives that have been bringing us or the people closest to us down. And we're going to be getting rid of those people in the next little while. So you're going to be the bright, shiny beacon for the next week for a lot of friends and family that have been affected by certain individuals in our life that have been bringing everybody else down. So you're going to be, beep, get out of here. So you're going to be the forefront of that and pointing out the things that they are doing to your friends and family. So now that they're aware of the situation. Okay? So now we're doing, is it Libra? I think it is Libra. So we're going to shuffle the cards. Hello, thank you for joining. This is Second Readings by Andre. If you just tuned in, we're doing second readings with the Zodiac for the next week. We're going to be doing Libra next. Okay, Libra. So, for the health area, if you haven't seen any of my readings before, I always do the three things that I find most important to most people, especially when I'm going through clients and stuff. And those three areas of our lives that I do readings on are health, wealth, friends and family, co-workers, and extended family. I find those are the three most important things in most people's lives. So those are the things I focus on in my readings. So for the health, for Libra, is we're making good connections. It seems our health is pretty good. and we're going to be making new alliances with different people that are going to bring us forward in our health issues, okay? And somebody in our friends and family is going to be needing that assistance as well, okay? So we're going to be passing on that information that we just gained from our new partnership or friend or ally that we've just met in the next week or so. And we're going to be taking that information and spreading it through our friends and family because it's pretty good information. So we're going to be sharing that information to everybody else. So it's going to be very beneficial, not only to you, but to everybody else in your friends and family and co-workers, that sort of thing. And it's going to be very beneficial. I do have a female energy that comes with that. For that information, for wealth and prosperity for the next week, we're going to be overturning somebody who's trying to stab us in the back financially. Okay, good. We're also getting ready for the charge of new financial gain. Okay, we're not quite ready there. We're getting our plan together. We got our target in sight, okay? We're ready to charge. We're getting ourselves ready, not only physically, emotionally, and we're getting rid of certain people in our lives, or not getting rid of them, just putting them off the side, seeing who they are, understanding what they are, and just pushing them to the side nicely, okay? And then we're getting ready for the great charge on financial gain in the next week or so. Okay? In our friends and family, okay, that other person I was talking about, we're going to be taming that situation before it runs rapid in our friends and family, because emotions run high with improper information, okay? And I believe it's a male energy that comes with that, who is a role model to some of the people. So we're going to be shedding a light on that situation, that even though they believe they're doing the right thing, okay, but they aren't. It's an interesting area to get into with people's ideas. They think they're doing the right thing, but not necessarily the right way of doing it. Okay, so it would be time for us to look over what they're doing and saying, analyze it, and actually figure out where they're coming from, and acting upon that accordingly. Okay, so overall, the next week is going to be very good for Libra. So now we're going to do Scorpio. Hi, everybody that's joining in. This is Second Readings by Andre, where I do second predictions of next week with the cards for Zodiac. Okay, so now we're going to do Scorpio. Shuffle up the cards here. Scorpio. Okay. So in the health area for Scorpio, for the next week, it's going to be falling flat on its face. Everything to do with health in the next week. For whatever reason, it's not going to be too good for us in the next week or so. So, we have to understand just to keep going, okay, and not let it get us down for the next week. You will pull through. It just seems that everything you're going to be doing is going to be falling flat on its face. Anything to do with health matters for ourselves and for the people around us, you'll get through it. Sometimes we have to reanalyze the things that were our ideas, our thoughts and feelings on certain things. Sometimes has to change in order for things to work. Okay, so this is going to be that transition for us in the next week or so of changing our thoughts and ideas on our health issues to move forward. And there's a female energy that goes along with this, and they're very judgmental. So making sure that we don't always listen to everything everybody tells us and take it to heart. We're going to have to understand to separate listen to the person, of course, and realize where they're coming from, okay, and deal with it in a good way. Don't always act on things everybody says. In this case, okay, it's this female energy. The information she's going to be giving us may not be correct for us. It may be correct for her, but it's not necessarily correct for us. So we're going to have to analyze the things that we're given and make our own decisions on those things. Financially, there's a little bit of in and out of our finances, not being solid on an idea going forward in the next little while. It's not until you have that you settled on a idea that it'll start to take off. Okay, I think in the next week or so, we're kind of up in the air about a lot of things for the next week. So just relax, breathe, think, meditate on the things that we're doing, and the answer will come to you. Okay, when we're tense, it's hard to get new information, but when we're relaxed, breathing, meditating, that's when the ideas can flow. Okay, and we're going to start to make good decisions when we're in a peaceful state. Okay, the health and the wealth for the next week or so, not the greatest, but it seems our friends and family are really pulling through for us, and they're helping us out to get over this hump for the next week. We're going to have somebody helping us overturn some people or situations in our lives, and kind of running around in the background helping us. We may not necessarily know that these things are going on in the background, okay? And it's there to aid you. You got some really good friends going forward that are helping us in the background, okay? So that was Scorpio. Now we're going to do Sagittarius. If you've just joined us, this is Second Readings by Andre. We're doing zodiac readings with tarot cards for the next week. So, Sagittarius. Just shuffling up the cards. So, Sagittarius. Health. Again, there's some problems going forward, and for the next week, this is just a week, okay? It's not your entire month. It's just the short term going on. There's some little bit of tragedy in our health. It seems that you're going to be pulling through it, but you're going to be going through a week of where you're going to throw your hands in the air and almost give up on the situation, but you'll pull through. It just, what's happening to you now is not necessarily the future. Like in a month's time, it'll resolve itself. And sometimes people put too much energy into the wrong things. This is that law of attraction. Sometimes we get the idea, okay, on how to solve a problem, and we keep doing it, okay, and it doesn't seem to solve itself, okay, because we may not be going down the right path on solving the situation. It's when, of course, like I said in the last one, when we're calm, centered, and relaxed, we start to make those good decisions. I'm just feeling that there's a lot of tension, and you're making decisions rashly with our health situation, because you want to control the narrative of everything, and it doesn't necessarily work out that way all the time. It's usually when we let things go and act on informed information and not be sporadic in our actions and just coming up with an idea, going through it because it's coming from a center of tension, okay? And in that situation, you usually make not the greatest of decisions. Happens to me all the time. So we have to learn to relax, breathe, relax, let the information come in, and then act, okay? And sometimes these things just resolve themselves, okay? We don't have to be in control of every little aspect of our lives, okay? For the financial area in the next week or so, it's going to be a bit of a journey for us, and we're waiting on information from a higher power. May that be the law, government, that sort of thing. So if we're in that situation, it's going to be taking a bit of time. I think that this just shows that sometimes we have to take action for ourselves. Okay, not necessarily rely on other people to get us through this situation, but be relaxed, breathe, and let the information come through and act upon that. Okay? Friends and family, they're actually really pulling through for us in the next week or so. They're running behind the scenes, helping us out. They're really good friends. They're looking out for us. So that's a very good benefit as we're going through our, as they say, trial by fire in the next week or so, because we're going to be at a very low point, and we're going to have some good friends and family that are going to keep us going for the next little while. Okay? That was Sagittarius. If you're just tuning in. So now we're going to do Capricorn. If you just came in, this is Second Readings by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. Today we're using the tarot cards to do some zodiac readings for the week. So Capricorn. Shuffling out those cards for Capricorn. Have a swig of coffee. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba. It's nice and early for us in Winnipeg. The sun's shining brightly, and my mouth is dry. So this is reading for Capricorn for the next week or so. Health. It seems everything is upside down for Capricorn in the next little while. Everything we seem to be doing doesn't seem to be working out. It's no fault of our own. It's just the situation that we're going through right now. Okay? Don't take it personally. Okay? It's just sometimes it's not us that's causing the trouble. It's just something that we personally have to go through. It's the universe giving us lessons to go through. Okay? To go forward. And universe doesn't hate us, okay? It just wants you to learn from different situations that arise that they'll put in place, okay? If you understand about universal mind and things, a lot of the things that we go through are a learning experience, okay? So this for us in the next week, with everything falling on its face and not going the way we want, that's okay. Sometimes these things are out of our control, okay? And we're going to have to learn to go through it gracefully, okay? So for the next week or so, but you'll be fine. We just have to learn to allow the process to go through and we get out the other end, okay? Just keep your friends close, do your thing, do what's necessary, okay? Don't go crazy with ideas, just relax and go through the process. And if you have some friends and family that you can go through the process with, even better. Friends are always a great asset to have around us as we go through the trials of life. So, financially, we're doing okay. Okay? There's some ideas that I do feel that there's some stress related to our portfolios. Okay? The choices that you made will come to fruition. You'll be fine. Stop worrying about it as much as you are now. Okay? Could be leading to some of those health issues you're having in the first line of cards I have. But you'll be fine. Just be confident that you made the right decisions. Don't second guess yourselves, okay? And on the picks that you did, and just let it go. Right now, a lot of people are worried about, especially in cryptocurrencies, if they got the right cryptocurrency. Do they have this? And as a result, they jump from one crypto to another crypto and I get these questions a lot. Get the big ones, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, ones that we know that are going to be good for the next 10 years or so, and just relax. I have a feeling that you're second guessing yourself. And when you do this frantic movements between different assets, it could be stock market too, could be job, okay? I think this is more of the portfolio that you have for yourself, that you're second guessing on the choices that you picked. They're fine, okay? And just relax and let the process of the world unfolding in front of us do its thing, okay? There's not much you can do about the financial world, and the politicians and all that. You just got to see it, understand it, recognize it, and go along with it, okay, for the next little while. Friends and family, they're going to be helping us. They're going to be encouraging us for some of the decisions that we've made. and they're going to reinforce a lot of the things that we were worried about. Okay? So, don't worry. Relax. Okay? For the next week. So that was Capricorn. Now we're going to do Aquarius. Shuffle up the cards. One more time. Give it a good shuffle. Maybe sing a song. This is the age of Aquarius. And let's see. Well, this is the age of Aquarius. Woo! Very exciting times, right? So, health for Aquarius. It seems that you're pulling things out of orifices that you didn't know you had magically and making things work for unknown reasons. Okay, it's kind of magic that you're pulling things from out of nowhere, making it work, and people around you are going, "How did you do that?" So this is going to be one of those weeks where you just pull things out of thin air or wherever you're going to pull them out from, and it's going to work amazingly well. And you're going to stun a lot of the people around you that you come up with these. This is for health, that you come up with these ideas and people take notice of your ideas. Okay? And people are going to be awestruck by some of the things that you come up with and pull out of thin air for the next week. And I think you're more prone to doing this than most people around you, that you just pull things out of thin air and they work. And this is going to be one of those weeks for you. Even in the financial area, you're going to get rid of information you're getting from somebody else in the financial field. You're going to find it not so great, and you're going to be finding somebody else to listen to and learn from for your finances going forward, and it's going to be good for you in the next little while, or for a long while actually, because their ideas mesh with your own. Okay, and you understand the things that they're telling you. I do have some male energy that comes with this, and their ideas really resonate with you for the financial situation that you're in. And you're going to be taming a lot of the situation around you, and you're going to be taking swift action in the next week or so to improve your financial situation going forward in the next week. And you're going to be uncovering financial situations that are going to be really benefiting you and the friends and family that are around you. If you want to give me a call on some of these things, give me a call. So you're going to do very well in the next week or so in the financial area. Friends and family, they're doing okay. There's a male figure that's going to be realizing that you're on the right track of things. On the first two lines of cards, your health and your wealth. And he's going to be watching you closely on seeing the things that you are into and doing. So be aware of that. Mentor him. And you're going to be setting up some things that you're going to be watching grow over time with some friends and family. And you're going to be showing some people how not to work as hard. Hard work is good, okay? But we also have to learn how to work smart, and you figured out a way of doing it smarter, not harder. So that's something that you're going to be teaching a lot of the people that are in your circle of friends and family and coworkers and the guy at the store, corner store. You're going to be giving this information to everybody in the next week or so, and people are going to be very pleased with some of the things that you come up with. So that was Aquarius. Now we're going to do the last one, which is Pisces. If you just joined me, this is Psychic Reads by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. We're doing zodiac readings, okay? I'm going to be posting this video on my YouTube channel. There's a link in my bio here, so you can see all the things, all my other videos and all the other places that where I am, okay, on the internet. So you can watch this later on if you wish. So, Pisces. Get the cards to shuffle. Oh, a lot of people joining. Cool. Very cool. Now we're going to do the Pisces for the week. Ooh. Okay. Okay. This is for Pisces. This is the last zodiac sign to go through for the week. So for the health area, just have a drink of coffee here in sunny Manitoba, Winnipeg, Manitoba. That's where I'm from. Snow is all melted. Woo-hoo. It was a cold one this year. It was 30 to 40 below. The polar bears had to come in out of the cold. So, okay, last one, Pisces. Let's see. So the health area, it seems that you're not paying attention to the things going on around you or with friends and family that are around you. So this is a time we're going to have to pay attention to the things that are around us, because it may lead us down a rabbit hole, not be good for the people around us and for ourselves. So just making sure that we're paying attention to the things that's going on with us physically, mentally, emotionally, and taking care of that. Okay? Don't ignore those things. I think somebody in your friends and family, I'm looking, is kind of at their wit's end, trying to go, hey, you should be paying attention to this stuff. And they kind of give up on you. Don't let that happen. If you see this video and you're Pisces, it's time to start to pay attention to the things that are going on around you and with ourselves. And realizing that your friends have been trying to help you all along and not ignore them. Sometimes they give us information that we don't want to hear, and we choose to ignore things, okay? I think this is the time to turn that around for the next week, starting in the next week, going forward, because it's going to cascade out into the other areas of our lives. It's reversible, so don't worry. It's not the end of the world, but I think it's time for Pisces to start listening to the things that are given to us by friends and family, from the galaxy, from the universal mind. Even now they're yelling in your ear, you're kind of, meh. So making sure that we're listening to the things that are told to us. Okay? I do that too, so don't worry. And everything will turn around if we start to realize the things that we're going through. Don't ignore them. Okay? With that, it of course affects everything else in our lives, and everything kind of goes topsy-turvy around us. So once you turn that thing from the first line of cards and our friends start liking us again because you're listening to them, things will turn around. Okay? It's not until you've realized the things that you're being told, okay, could have some merit. Okay? So you'll be fine. Just turn things around. Okay, that was all the zodiac signs, all 12 of them. Just to let everybody know, I have a link in my bio, so if you want to watch this at a later date throughout the week, I'll be posting it on YouTube and Rumble and all the other different places that I am. Okay, so you can watch it again. So is there any questions before I sign out? No? Okay. Well, I'm always grateful for the people that are donating in all of my work on the internet. Always remind everybody to come join me on YouTube and all the other places that I am. And I'll see you in the future.